Now we're going to spend the majority of the time talking about the danger of flooding, but before we get there, I want to pass along a couple other storm reports that actually have just filtered in. This one coming from the Missouri Department of Transportation. Not but 10 minutes ago, MoDOT reporting that 66 is closed at Murphy Boulevard. Once again, 66 closed at Murphy Boulevard in Joplin. This closure is expected to last 1 hour. This is while I was filtering through, checking to see down in southwest Missouri if any roads were closed due to flooding when I came across this. So I want to pass that along. Also of note, down in Anderson, Missouri, in McDonald County, our good friend Greg Sweeten checking in with us, saying not only did they receive some light hail today, if there is such thing as light hail, smaller sized hail maybe I should say, but also too 6 inches of water running down the streets of Anderson, Missouri. That's where we stand right now. Here's where we are in Joplin. 51 degrees, wind gusting at 24 miles per hour does make it extremely cool out there. The rain just continues to backfill out to the west. We're a long way from being over. Lightning strikes, we're not picking up as much as what we had earlier. It's almost circular as far as around the outside of the 4 states. But if we go back and look at this from the last 30 minutes, look at the inordinate amount of lightning as this thing moved in from the south. Lightning strike also being blamed for a structure fire in Tahlequah, Oklahoma this morning as well. Current watches and warnings, we knew that the flood warnings were going to be around for several days here, and look at that expiration time not until Thursday afternoon. Then also too, down in Commerce, we have a flood to watch for the Neosho River. The Neosho and the Little Osage and Vernon are 2 rivers right now that we have hydrograph-wise that are of flooding concern. But remember, we've still got all day tomorrow to go, so that's something we're going to have to keep our eyes on. Rain totals for what we've seen this week, let's do it for the past 24 hours. That'll give us kind of a better gauge. But we talked about having about 0.6 of an inch at Joplin Regional Airport. If we drop down here into portions of Ottawa County, Newton County, we're already way past that. As a matter of fact, 1.2 inches right there on the southern portion of Ottawa County, down in the Anderson area, down by Pineville, 1.5 inches, 1.2 inches. So we're easily going to cruise past 3 to 4 inches of rain as we get down south of I-44. And look at those flood watches actually extend all the way south of the Red River. As far as the national picture goes, yep, we are in the bullseye, if you will, is exactly what it looks like right there. It's kind of all eyes on us as far as what transpires for the evening into tomorrow morning. Temperatures remain cool with those gusts of wind. I am going to find a little silver lining right here. We talk about our convective available potential energy, and once again, that's that energy to eat up and become severe weather. Well, look at that. And we're kind of just hanging with everything staying down to our south. So it is rain, it is thunder, it is lightning, but it should stay away from the severe weather for the rest of the afternoon. But we've got to transition into tonight and talk about what is headed our way for, say, about 8, 9 o'clock tonight into early tomorrow morning, because we're going to get a good line of heavy rain, especially when you look down to the south right there. And as this thing rolls through, that's going to increase our chances of the high winds and possibility of hail. We concentrated south and along of I-44. The heaviest rain as well. That transpires overnight. Looks like we get a little reprieve here Thursday, and you think maybe we're done, but that is not the case all the way through Thursday afternoon. And then all of a sudden, watch this thing decide it wants to kick counterclockwise on us. Throw us one little more batch from Thursday night into Friday morning. Here is a severe thunderstorm risk map. The big difference is we've transitioned that elevated level below our highlighted counties. Now, we've taken most of northeast Oklahoma, put that just in the marginal, taking it out of the low category. So like I said, this downward shift in intensity, this is a good sign. This is one thing that's not going to budge though. Look at the southern portion of the 4 states just build up right there. That's looking like more than 4 inches of rain by the time we get to Friday morning.
All right.
Well, one thing I want to point out, Tanya, that 4 inches of rain that we looked at, that's on top of what we've already got. That's not including. That's as I stand right here going forward.
Definitely stay apprised of that. We need to be safe out there. All right. Thanks, Michael.